Secretary of Defense James Mattis briefed Congress on the recent Syrian airstrikes today. Chemical weapons inspectors from the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons have entered Douma. The OPCW team arrived earlier this week, but deployment on the ground in the suburbs of Damascus was delayed due to security concerns. Meanwhile, American journalists who have visited the area have found no traces of poisonous substances. Yulia Shapovalova has the story tonight.
American reporter Pearson Sharp has seen with his own eyes what's really happening in Douma. Protected by the Syrian government, he, alongside other journalists of the One American News Network, visited the site of the alleged gas incident. They interviewed residents who told them they had heard nothing about any kind of chemical attack there.
So we just randomly went up to different people. No one came up to us, and interviewed probably about 30 or 40 people throughout the town. And consistently, not one person in the entire town that we talked to said that they had seen or heard anything about a chemical attack.
The journalist also visited the hospital where the victims of the alleged attack had been taken. Doctors told him that several people had suddenly burst into the reception room, screaming about poisonous substances, then began pouring each other down with water while shooting the whole incident on camera. Then they quickly disappeared. Many Douma locals noted that President Assad had nothing to gain by using chemical weapons, as Syrian troops had already been successfully driving out the rebels from the area.
When I asked them what they thought the chemical attack was, they told me, all of them told me that it was staged by the rebels who were occupying the town at that time. They said that it was a fabrication, that it was a hoax, and when I asked them why, they told me that it was because the rebels were desperate and they needed a ploy to help get the Syrian army off their back so that they can escape.
The news of the alleged gas attack broke on the 7th of April. Rescue group The White Helmets shared a video blaming the Syrian government for using chemical weapons against civilians. Then on Saturday morning, the US, UK and France hit Syria with coordinated missile and airstrikes without UN approval and before an international team of experts could arrive to investigate the claims. Now civilians continue returning to the eastern Ghouta area around Douma. According to the Russian Reconciliation Center, almost 60,000 people have now come back from refugee camps. Russian forces are delivering construction equipment and other materials to the region. Yulia Shapovalova for News with Ed Schultz.